Well, oh, there it goes. Okay, let's see. Let me get it on this side. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking on my case. And I was a teacher for 30, well, I'm still teaching, but I retired 2 years ago. So it's been 33, going on 34 years. Had just a lot of, I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't pinpoint it. My weight was going up. I gained 20 pounds in 1 month. I knew that possibly my thyroid was off. I knew probably I definitely wanted to come off of any kind of pharmaceuticals. I wanted to be as natural and as free as I can be, as far as no drugs being in my system, pharmaceutical wise. I'm a health and PE major, so it was really important to me. But somewhere along the way, none of that became important because of the serious inflammation that was going on in my system. I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And then I stumbled across it was like, I couldn't sleep. So that was another symptom. And about, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, I stumbled across one of your YouTube videos and I listened to it and I was like, well, maybe there's hope. Maybe the doctors around here, when I would get my test back, they would say that I was normal and there was nothing wrong with me. All your stuff is in the normal zone, but I knew I wasn't feeling well. I knew something was deeper, that they're saying it's in the normal, but I knew that I was low normal. And, when they were saying everything's okay, blah, 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 I was like, no, something's not right. So again, back to the video, and I was like, okay, let's explore this. So I jumped on board with you, and it's been a fantastic journey. It was a serious process. So when I started, we just started off slow, which was great. She supplied us the information, which I do teach nutrition. So some of it I knew, but it was great to be refreshed and to be reminded, because I had such serious brain fog that I was not retaining information. I couldn't remember the things that I know, and I couldn't apply it. That was the biggest thing, is that I was not able to apply what I knew. And I needed some help. So we worked together, and with Brooke and you and the nutrition part. And then we did the 21-day detox, which was rough, I'm not going to lie, but it was fantastic. And I want to tell you, as part of my testimony, that Brooke and Dr. Sultan were fantastic about, I had a little blurb in the middle of it where I was having a serious reaction, and it was not good. I was throwing up, and it was just a bad situation. And I reached out to Brooke, and Brooke reached out to Dr. Sultan, and immediately she came back and they told me exactly what to do and how to fix and correct it, so that I was not in, such a rough spot, needless to say. And that cleared up. And then I got through it. And then the next thing that happened was they found a lot of, my body was overproducing a lot of yeast. And so we went through the Candida 30-day protocol, and that was no sweat. After what we'd already been through, that was easy. I mean, I say easy with a wink in my eye, it was a constant, trying to balance your nutrition part with the Candida protocol. So, being off sugars and being off dairy and being off of I couldn't eat bread. All that to say that we got our test results back, and things changed excessively. There's still work for us to do, but for instance, my inflammation when we started, if a normal person's inflammation was between 200 and 2,400, mine was 14,000 6 months ago. And our last test, it was down to 5,000, which is still 2 times more than everybody else in the world, but it's 5 times better than it was. So that's great. And so my joints aren't aching like they were. Brain fog is gone. I'm able to complete my sentences now. I'm able to much happier, able to function better, wanting to exercise, which was not the case, even though I had a health and PE degree and I knew all the benefits. My brain was telling me I'm never going to exercise another day in my life. Like I was done. And then another good thing, of course, was that I lost over 30 pounds now. So that is, of course, a bonus. It was bonus. let's see what else.
Your libido and your
Oh,
fatigue and
oh, yes, yes. I forgot about all that. So all of that is increased. The joy in my life is so much higher. I feel free would be a good way to explain it. I'm not bound by the inflammation anymore. I feel the nutrition part has helped me significantly, and I've seen it trickle over into my husband and my daughter. So that is always a plus. Um,
great.
that part was much better, magnificent. Not that marriages don't always have their stresses and things, because relationships are always difficult, but it has definitely improved in those areas.
Great. And would you encourage someone who was maybe stuck with their health and wondering what to do next to do something like this? Like you said, it was a commitment on your part. It wasn't like it was super a smooth road, because you were actually killing off all these bugs that were clogging up your system. So you had to get rid of them, and you felt sick, but then you got better. So what would you just say to someone who was confused about what to do?
Well, that's kind of exactly where I was. It doesn't really matter how much education you have when the doctors are telling you you're fine, but you know that you're not, then you just have to kind of like step out on faith and take a chance and go ahead and, commit to it. It is worth it. You can't ever, your health is like the most important thing. If you don't have your health, then everything else is not going to be right in your life. So no matter what you do, it's one of the most important things. So I would encourage anybody who was feeling confused or don't know where to go or need to look and take that leap and go ahead and do it, because it's worth it in the long run. Even if it is a process, it's always worth it when you feel better mentally, socially, emotionally. You're making connections with new people and you're helping other people along the way, because they start asking you, wow, you look really good. How'd you lose that weight? What's going on with you? Your face isn't as, you know, what's the word? Puffy, I guess, as it was before. You just look like you're happier and you feel better. And when you start hearing that, of course, that gives you confidence. And the more confidence you build, of course, the more healthier you become. So it helps in every way.
Congratulations on your journey, because we can show you the way, but it's up to you to actually do the work. And you showed up and did it. So that's kudos to you, because I say it's a partnership. And the biggest thing was your mindset and your commitment to your own health. That's something that we can't hand it to you. That's got to come from within you, is that, no, I can do this. I can trust my body to heal. If I
Yes.
could give my body what it needs and take away the things that may not be good for it. And that's how you were able to transform your health. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I really appreciate that, and want to celebrate you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.